aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to AKA Geeks Movie of the Week. I am Sean. Alright guys, so this is the Movie of the Week, the same thing that I'm doing over on my channel that I used to be doing. I'm bringing it over here to AKA Geeks. On a bi-weekly basis, it's going to rotate. We're going to be doing video group discussions, reviews, experiences, reactions of films as a group with AKA Geeks. And then all the other off weeks, I'm going to be doing one for sure by myself. And I just want you guys to join on in the comment section on both videos. Give us some suggestions for movies we can look into watching. We definitely really appreciate all the comments, all the suggestions, all the likes, dislikes. Tell us what we could do better. We appreciate it all. Alright, with that being said, you guys, this week's movie of the week was Creed. This movie was written and directed by Ryan Coogler, as well as also slightly written by Aaron Covington. He helped with the screenplay as well with Ryan Coogler. This one stars Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. This one's taking place, as far as I know, the movie Balboa that came out, I think it was probably about 8 years ago, give or take. That one still is in the lore, but this one's taking place, and Rocky's done fighting, he's done training, he's not has anything to do with it anymore. A new kid is coming up, and they show you like where he comes from a checkered past, from not having a father, etc., etc. He doesn't have a mother, and so things have been tough on this kid. They go into showing you he grows up, he falls, he gets some love and has a new mother in a sense. It's his mother. She raises him, somebody finds him and helps him. I can't tell you which way, this, that, or the other of what the specifics are, but it then goes from there, and his ascension or his path to get where he wants to go, which is he wants to become a successful fighter. He wants to make a name for himself. This film is revolving around this character, which is played by Michael B. Jordan. As it says in the title, it is Apollo Creed's son. And then Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa, he tries to get him to train him. Other than that, that's all the spoilers I want to give you in this, but that's all in the trailer anyway. This film does a really good job of almost kind of retelling the original Rocky story, but with some differences as well. In this film, it has some really good acting in it. What Sylvester Stallone does in this film, he does a remarkable job. This is nothing like what he does in Expendables, where it's over the top and laughable. This is very serious, down-to-earth, heartfelt kind of stuff. Michael B. Jordan, again, does a great job. He is definitely proving that he is a legitimate dramatic actor, not just action hero or a comedic actor. He definitely has some acting chops. And the character Bianca, played by Tessa Thompson, does a great job as well. She serves this character very well. Overall, this story definitely touched me, a lot more than, I don't know if it's more or less. This one was very much so pulling on my heartstrings for multiple reasons in this film. I have family that are dealing with the exact same things that go on in this film with some of the characters, and it definitely hit me like, holy cow, this is what it's like, this is what's gonna happen, or this is what's already happening. And it definitely pulled on my heartstrings, and I don't know if that made me more connected to the film, which made me think more positively or more negatively, but overall I thought very positively of this film because of the acting, because of these things that were happening to the characters. They did such a good job of portraying them, putting them on screen, that it drew me in. Not saying that if you don't have these things going on, you're not going to get connected, because the performances were so good that you will feel something for these characters. The dialogue between the characters was great in the sense that there were times where you can laugh, and it wasn't because they're trying to make a joke, it's just something natural that happens in the conversation. There are times where it gets heavy, and Sylvester Stallone pulls out all the stops, everything from back in the day when he did movies more than just the Expendables, and Michael B. Jordan continues to show how good of an actor he is. And Tessa Thompson, who I've never seen before, does a great job as well, showing me that she has a little something inside of her as well. Overall, though, this is a sports film. Do we want to judge this film by the acting and the characters and the plot? Yeah, we do, but also, does it have good fight scenes? And I will say this, the first fight that you see in the ring with Michael B. Jordan's character is amazing. I really love it. It's like a no stop, a no cut walk, filmed footage, like fight. It's a choreographed fight. Their camera never cuts, and if they did cut in this scene, they did a really well job of hiding it. Cause wow, this fight they did amazing, and the reason why I say this is because if they didn't do any cuts and this whole fight was just one constant thing, one constant choreographed dance, wow, they did a really good job of throwing those punches, pulling the punches, you know, dodging, ducking, hitting. It's great. It's awesome. And in the final fight of the movie, great job as well. Definitely brought the feeling of the previous Rocky movies, you know, with Rocky fighting Creed, and it definitely brought that feeling back. Definitely gave me that, holy cow, I'm really into this. Come on, Creed, come on, let's, you know, give it to that dude. So I think that the sport segments, the fighting segments, the training segments all did really well. Some of the things that I think that they could have done better was that Pretty Ricky Conlan, that character was not developed enough to make you really want Creed to beat him because he's a bad person. It was more so you want Creed to win because you want Creed to succeed. And I felt like Pretty Ricky Conlan they tried a little bit here and there with one or two sentences to try to show that his character is a good character as well, so you're torn or whatever the case may be, because you know, they say things about his family or they say things about how he feels, but it's like one sentence here, one sentence there. And they don't develop that enough. They don't give you enough of this character. They just give you a little bit from what, you know, announcers are saying about him or from what the HBO 24/7 boxing is doing with him. They should have developed that guy better, because there are points when they're in the training montage and they're showing these scenes where they go bounce back and forth, kind of like in the old Rocky films, you know? And it's almost like they waited too long to try to develop the guy. And by that point, I was like, oh, cool, I like what they're doing, but it's a little too late. It wasn't enough and it wasn't early enough. I felt like there should have been a little bit more contentiousness between the two of them. I do think that they did start something like that with another character, but they left that in the background after they introduced the Pretty Ricky Conlan aspect to the film. I think that can definitely be where the movie franchise is going to go with number 2, but with this one, they kind of left that in the back burner. Other than that, I don't have many complaints about this film. I thought the acting was good. I thought the story was good. Dialogue was good. I thought actually the music was really well done as well. The first song that the girl sings in here in the film, it was a little questionable to me at first, and then when I started to hear it a little bit more, I was like, oh, you know what, I like that. I kind of, you know, that's really definitely hitting me right there. And then throughout the movie, they were using stuff that had a good tempo, good beats, you know, and I was really impressed by the song choice in this film. Overall, this movie's definitely worth a watch. It is in Redbox right now. You can go pick it up. It's Blu-rays, $217 at Redbox. You guys go check this movie out. You won't be dismissed. If you're a sports fan, it's definitely worth the watch. It'll bring back all the feels and the emotion from the previous Rocky movies, and it definitely has a tender side, a kinder, softer side that humanizes everything, that really can draw you in like it did for myself. Alright guys, so that's it for AKA Geeks Movie of the Week. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation about this movie, Creed. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
AKA Geeks.